Hello, people. How are we doing? Let's do that to make sure we've got the right color. Boom. How are we going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much for joining me. It's another Monday Night Live here on YouTube. And hopefully, we'll see. Well, maybe we'll have a decent little show tonight. I'm a little bit more awake than I was last Wednesday, but not a whole lot. So we'll go into why and the reasons for that a little bit later on. But hello, everybody, and thank you very much for joining as always. Now then, if this is your first one, or if you're watching this on playback, as always, how we're going to do this tonight is we're going to start off with me saying hello to people. So that'll be kind of 5-10 minutes. In fact, let's say 7. 5 minutes. I'm only going to do it for 5 minutes because it's going to be too long otherwise. I'll say hello to people for 5 minutes. So if you're watching this on replay, just skip forward 5 or 6 minutes and that'll go into the regular bit of the vlog. Tonight we've got a vape mail, which I will talk about later on, and then after that we've got just stuff rambling and titting about like normal. So let's have a look at the chat, see who's in the room. Thank you very much for everybody in already. There's a nice heck of a lot of you already, which is awesome. So I'm going to try and get through as many as I can. Let's start from, I'll scroll it to there and we'll go there. So here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? If I do this, does it look? No, it still doesn't look like I'm looking at you. So comfortably numb, Keith, how you doing? Wayne Truitt, Stephen James, James McDonough, Darren James. Let me know where you're from in the world. I do like seeing where you're all based and whereabouts you are all located. Let me know. Don't give me a full address because I'll come around and stalk you. But James McDonough, Darren James, Peter Meach, Muji World, Flucock Frankie. Okay. Does that mean like a bit of a dribbling winky? I don't really know. Ian Cole Morgan, hey, how you doing? Orchurch, how you doing? Spark Clark, how you doing? Like that one. Are you a Sparky Clark? Are you an electricione? Thank you very much indeed. Argyle, Vape Don't Smoke, yo, how's it going? How's the dog getting on? I'll talk about her later on. Thank you very much for asking. Comfortably numb. Oh, I've just said hello to you, have I? Hello again, if I haven't. Vape Geek, how we doing? Here we got Rooney Place, Four Beach, Distance, Scouse, Dominic Pelosi, Archie McLip. Let's say that one. Enrique Pagan from Virginia Beach. Thank you very much for joining me, Enrique. Very kind of you. Martin Horton. Don't know why I'm saying extra special. Very kind of you from Virginia Beach. It's not like you're flying over just to come and say hello, is it? I forgot how the internet worked. Vape Smarter, hello, nice to see you. What else we got? Super Anodyne, David Kanita, Rob Curtis. Now I'm gonna zoom through a few people. Whoop, there we go then. David Mottram's in. How you doing, David? Nice to see you. Will Clark. Oh, cool. That's going a bit sharpish, isn't it? I had to stop that bugger again. BZ Don from Northern Ireland. Thank you very much for coming in there from Northern Ireland. Will Clark, Worcestershire. Jess Nicholson from Newcastle. Reet. That's about as good as I can do on that one tonight. Ryan's from Lowestoft. Lovely old job. Quebec from Sebastian. What have we got here? Francis from the Philippines. Belgium. We've got with let's say that. Sorry for fucking your name up. Philip Wheeler, hello to you over in Arizona. From Bonnie, Scotland, Scott Eggy, thank you very much indeed. Catterick from Steve. Lois is in. I haven't seen many of the 4% Club in this evening. I'm sure there's a fair few of you, but I've not seen them. Obviously, Lois is the first one that I've seen, so you win tonight. Henry Ford in Harlow, Essex. I've got a hair somewhere floating around here. That's not good. Now then, not bad, pet. Cheers, Jess. Thank you very much. And fiance, I think you said. San Antonio is Antonio. Now, San Antonio, Texas, and your name is Antonio. Is it Antonio from San Antonio? That's quite impressive if it is. Read the names in the style of a horse racing commentator. It would be epic. I'm sure it would, David, but that would also mean I'd have to be a little bit more switched on than I am tonight. It's not going to happen. Chris Bridges, what have we got here? Peter Meach from Bristol, Yorkshire, Vaping Yorkshireman. Jules Gilchrist. Whoop, there we go. Another 4%er in there. Thank you very much, Jules. Thank you for very, very much for joining us. Don't know why I said that in a weird way, but that happened. Pasadena, Maryland, USA. Hello, John Gillespie. Stephen James, part of the 96 Club. Do you remember my shouting my name out before Henry Ford? Yes, I do. Of course I do with that name. Absolutely. Simon Rogers, Harry Mitchell from Hereford, Wilson Chia, all the way from Malaysia. Early morning. Thank you very much, Wilson. Very kind of you. Where's the dog? I can't see the dog. I will be talking about the dog in a little bit. Calm yourselves down. Darren Rhodes from Telford, Mick from Solihull. Nice to see you in here, Mick. Once again, great to see you last weekend, buddy, and everybody else. And I think I did say this lots of times on the last vlog, but thank you so much to everyone that came and said hello. It was great. I've honestly never worked so hard as I did that weekend. Not that it was meeting you guys that was hard work. You guys were the nice little respites, but because I met so many people, it meant I had to work twice as hard trying to film anything. It was a hoot anyway, but I wouldn't change it for the world. So thank you very much indeed. Magnus from Sweden. Magnus, that is a fantastic Swedish name. If you were a powerlifter or strongman, that would make me even happier. Tell me if you're either one of those. Well, we got Colorado from Geronimo. Hi, Dean from Chile Reading. Chile Norwich over here, and it is a little bit on the nipples out kind of levels of temperature going on. Nathan, hello from Yarmouth. Good old Yarko. Fantastic. Elephant and Castle from Rod Barnes. Cool. Elephant and Castle. It's been a while since I've been around that area. Paul Sykes from Sheffield. There's a lot of you here. I think we can safely say there is a lot of you here. New Forest. We've got Mike Forber coming in here. What else have we got going on? Oh, yeah. Sadly, this will get yellow dollared. Absolutely, and I'll whinge about that in a little while. The biker, hi, from Catalonia. I started that out then from confusing myself between hello and hi. Now then, let's go to Winchester. Have a nice cold wait for it all to blow over. Absolutely. Well done. If you I'm trying to get more of these kind of shirts from films that I really like, especially the older films. Obviously a lot of people have seen my Big Trouble in Little China one, and there's obviously this one. I've got a couple of others, so if you ever see any cool ones floating around, always drop me a message and let me know, because I want to have a nice little collection of them. I tell you one that I do want. Do you remember any old people, any of the old 80s Stallone films like Cobra and Over the Top and things like that? They were the tits. And I think I might need, like, is it American Ninja? That one, and Bloodsport with old Jean-Claude. I think I probably need those in shirts at some point in time. Harry Mitchell, my parents were born in Norwich. It's a fine city. And so the parents must be fine parents. That's what fine city. It says it on the sign. When you come into Norwich, it says a fine city. Is this Todd's vlog? No, it's not. Right then, I think we can probably get into the review. A little bit of product placement for you before we go on. Nice hot cup of tea there. Vaping Biker mugs available at vapingbiker.co.uk. Just click on the merchandise store and you can get all manner of goodies on there. By the way, I am taking off that 4% Club shirt. That one's going this week, and there will be a new shirt coming up for... yes, I'll show you about that when it happens. But there will be a new short shirt. It's going to be good because I can't get my words out. There will be a new shirt going out this week, so be aware of that one. Over the Top, is that the arm wrestling one? Yes, it is, Simon, and it's terrible. Bloodsport was awesome. Yes, it was, Tony. It shaped a large portion of my formative years. I'm sure it did. Can we buy beards? No, you can't. However, bear that in mind when it comes to Christmas. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Any non-bearded people, I've got you covered. Don't worry. Anyway, right, let's get into it. That was 10 minutes. So we are going to get involved in doing a few bits and bobs, talk to you about some stuff and do other things, and then unbox some stuff. Cool. Do we want to see an unboxing tonight? I've got What do I got? I've got 2 DHL packages. I've got a coil art package, and I've got a big box, which I could be a juice thing, but it seems way too big to be juice. But anyway, we've got quite a few to get through. I tried to do it earlier on. For my unboxing generally for the Patreon people. However, just OBS, which is the software I use to stream when I'm using the DSLR, so I get a really good quality, unlike this where I'm having to use the webcam, was just not working with YouTube at all tonight, and it was a fucking proper pain in the ass. So yeah, so that didn't happen. So you've got the unboxing tonight, you lucky people. Now then, I really don't want to keep. Am I getting a horn? It feels like I'm getting a horn. I haven't washed my hair today. That's why I'm wearing a hat. Yes, YouTube. I'm going to have a little bit of a bitch about that one. Basically, YouTube changed their algorithm recently and then just wrecked everything. So when they did it a little while ago, I had to go through a large portion of my videos to request reviews and all that sort of stuff from manual reviews. And they've changed the algorithm to what they have said is going to be better and more workable and everything else for us creators on YouTube. In actual fact, it's made things a million times worse. And it took me 3.5 hours to go through all of my videos the other night to try and request manual reviews. Even, and this is something that just did my head in, my my introduction to show you the new pooch in the family, that video, just a short little video, could not have been less offensive, and that was yellow badged, so I had 4,000 odd views on that, completely unmonetized. Bastard. So was not impressed with that at all. So there is no logic to their algorithm. It doesn't work, and they're penalizing all us YouTube creators, which sucks balls. So for that reason, thank you so much to my Patreon supporters, and thank you so much to the people that contribute sort of one-off contributions via the PayPal and with the PayPal Me thing that's in the description down below. Because without that help, it would be much more difficult now for me to do the things that I want to do. And I know I've had a week off, but there has been a reason for that, as you know. Yeah, there's a lot more I want to do with the channel, and without your support, which previously would have come through YouTube, I'm now getting shafted the same as everybody else. So thank you so much to all the Patreon people and the PayPal donations. So because of that, don't do the super chat where you can contribute to the channel, because YouTube take 30% of it and they can sod right off on that one. If you do want to make any contributions while we're going through the chat, then just pop a little a thing on the paypal.me thing. That'll be splendid, if you don't mind. Thank you very much indeed. Love you. Now then. Ah, dear. Vapingbiker.co.uk. Now then. What else have we got going on? So it has been a hectic week for me. As I showed you on the video, I think I did that on Friday, I think I did the video. Basically, after Expo, I was just wiped out, and it took me quite a few days to kind of get through things. The body and everything else was just not playing ball at all. So that's why there was no content at the start of the week. And then when it came towards, you know, the latter half of the week and over the weekend and stuff, obviously we've got a new addition to the family now, and a bunch of you have said that you want to see some updates and all that sort of stuff. So let me share some pictures. Do you want to see some pictures of the pooch? So what we've done is we've decided that we were going to foster a pooch from Romania. Now, yes, there are lots and lots of dogs going in this country as well. However, there's no reason for it, in as much as, yes, I could have fostered from anywhere, but I saw pictures of this particular one and just broke my heart. So I'm just going to share these couple of little pics with you right now. So this is Sani. This is she's basically a Carpathian Shepherd, which is a big sod-off, big sort of sheepdog type thing, which is just a big monster of a pooch. She's 42 kilos, I think she is thereabouts at the moment, and so it's definitely a big old lump, and she loves to sleep a lot. And if I could show you through a couple of pictures, this is her after I woke her up this morning just to take a picture of her, and she was like, no, leave me the fuck alone, I'm trying to sleep. And this is a look that we get from her quite a lot. This is basically what a 40-kilo Carpathian Shepherd looks like a large portion of the time. And then there's another little picture of her sleeping right there. So those are just some pictures of Sanni, Sanni, and she's a cutie. And the great thing, let me just turn that, we'll do that, some of that, boom. The great thing about young Sanni is the fact that when she arrived, she was obviously incredibly tired, but at the same time, she was incredibly timid. Now, essentially what's happened, she's had a really, really rubbish backstory. She's 9 years old, and she's been in kind of cages, in small cages, for a large portion of that. And because of that, it was just heartbreaking. It was truly, truly heartbreaking to see this kind of really sweet looking dog. Now, when she came over, we weren't entirely sure how big she was going to be, but she ended up being huge. And over the last few days, she's started to really kind of, you know, trust us a lot more, and she's getting a lot more cuddly and kind of having a little bit of a play and all that sort of stuff now. So we're starting on the training with her already. Luckily, she doesn't poop or pee in the house, but she's the rest of the time she's kind of going to need a lot of training, which we're starting to put in now, and it's working. But she's so cute. But what I will do is I will put a link down below once this video has gone live for the replay thing for the Facebook group. So please, if you do think about fostering a dog, please look either at the group like that I'm going to share, or look at your local foster centers, vets, or things like Faith or other animal shelters. There are so many little pooches out there that need loving, that need looking after, and that need a good kind of a good time in the world. You know, they just need a little bit of love. And quite frankly, I mean, how can you not love that? I mean, look at that, will you? Will you just look at that? Isn't that just the cutest? So yeah, so please do go ahead and do that. Now then, just to give you a bit of forewarning, I am going to be doing a raffle very shortly, and that raffle is going to include the money from that raffle is going to go both towards the group that are rescuing these pooches from Romania that I used, but also to a UK based charity like Faith or something like that as well. So I'm going to split it between the two, and I really want to try and raise a good amount of money here, because you know, these things do need money. So just to give you a warning on that, if you're a dog lover, please do get involved. I think it should be very cool. But as I said, please do look at fostering or adopting rather than kind of supporting breeders and all that sort of stuff, because there's just a lot of pooches out there that need some love. And what you get back when Sanni decided to come up of her own accord just to come and have a hug, it was one of those moments of sort of a big beardy biker go, "Who's so pretty?" And there's a lot of those little moments. So the joy you get with a dog like that is amazing. So anyway, please do that. Now I'm going to move on from the pooch, because I'm just very happy. You will see more of her on the channel, although unlike Mr. Todd, you won't see her crawling all over me while I'm trying to speak to you, because literally if she'd got in front of the camera, you wouldn't see me at all. And if she sat on my lap down here, her head would be like kind of up here somewhere. So not that she could sit on my lap, but anyway. Now then, that is the pooch. So what we've covered YouTube being a pain in the ass. We've covered Sanni, who is just the most glorious thing ever. And so now I think we're going to go to some vape mail. Let's have a quick look at the chat before I do that one. Let's have a little look. I'm going to love you and leave you and watch tomorrow. All right, Mouse Vape. Thank you very much indeed. New star of the show, Sanni. Absolutely. What have we got here? Is there anything I need to pay attention to before I do the vape mail? I don't think there is. Right, let's get on this one. So anyway, look after the dogs, people. Look after the dogs. They'll look after you. But she's so big. I think Carpathian Shepherds actually kind of like fight off bears or big fucking animals to look after things. Very loyal and very clever. Right, let's have a little look at this vape mail. Let's go for this bag first, shall we? Now, although there is a packing label on here, which hopefully you didn't see. It doesn't actually say who it's come from. I know it's come from China, but I have no idea anything else about it. So we've got a little box here. It's definitely from China. No idea what it is. So let's dig into this bad boy and see what we've got to play with today. And once again, I'm very, very sorry to my Patreon supporters that I couldn't do this for you guys as per normal, because, you know, stupid wanking YouTube. Right, what we got here? Look. Oh, throw that away. What's this? What's this? Ah, boo. Right. So we've got here. Now then, they sent me one of these already, but we've got Hasta mouth to lung RDAs. Now then, these I've got one of these. What do I had it? There it is. Words. It comes, I got one of these earlier on. I just opened it up to see what it was all about, but it comes in like a jewelry box sort of affair like that. It's all very nicely packaged and all that sort of good stuff. You've got in here, you've got the RTA, you've got a spare glass, and you've got a drip tip there with the tiniest hole. You can kind of make that out, kind of, not really. You're not going to be able to see it, but there is a much smaller hole in this drip tip than, you know, the normal ones we're used to, and that is obviously for mouth to lung stuff. The one that's in there at the moment is a little bit wider, which you can just about see. Now on the top here we have like a clasp system, so you hold the bit that the drip tip is in, you give it a little bit of a twist, and it kind of, where is it? No, I've just undone the whole thing. And it just clicks out, and you've got a couple of little, you might be able to see that there's a couple of little kind of divotty things, a couple of nipples either side there and there. They go into the top there, and that's what locks down the cap. Now then, inside the package as well, what there is some reducers. This is annoying me already. I've not coiled up and it's already annoying me. There is reducers in here, so it looks as though we can reduce the hole underneath the coil, which is good. But looking at that, if we have a little look at that bad boy, you can kind of see what we've got going on there for a deck. Let me see if I pop the old webcam in autofocus. Let me see if that sorts it out so you can see it a little bit better. Can't promise, but let's give it a go. Is that going to work? Nope, it's done. Bugger all. Autofocus? No. Right, fair enough then. Fuck you. So what we've got here is a deck very much sort of GTA styled. You can pop your coils or your legs in either side. You might just be able to see there's a couple of little bits out either side of the posts, and down the middle there we do have a dirty great big hole. That hole is a fair old size, because at the side there, when it comes to the airflow, you can't see that, but there is a dirty great big hole there. So I imagine they kind of work themselves through, but you can take out that central hole and put another little bung in there, so you can restrict that underneath the coil, which is good. Oh, shit me. Do you know what? I've tried the DigiFlavor Siren V2. And I guess I should probably try one of these as well, but I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not into it, but I'll probably try one of these. Tell you what I'll do. I'll try one of these, let you know my thoughts. In fact, fuck it. Let me know. Tell me if you want me to try this, and just let you know in the next vlog if it's shit or not. Or I can send this to Mr. Schwar to see if he can do a written review of it, so you can read someone else's opinion that's not me being a grumpy shite bag. So let me know what you as the viewer would like from that one, because then I will do that. How's that? Bargain? Bargain. Good. Right. Something loose on my knife? No, we're all good. So next one. Hang on. What we got here? Try it. A lot of people saying try it. Try it. Try it. Simon Rogers, not bothered. Fair enough. Thanks for your input. Try it. Send it away, says Dominic. Send it, says Teus. I'm sure that's how we. Fuck it off. Give it to Todd. He won't touch this. It's not over £100. Right, I think a lot of people are saying about it being for me to try it. What I'll do is I will try it, then I will clean it, and then I'll send it to Schwar. How's that? So you can go and check out Mr. Schwar's review, which, by the way, he may have his written review up of the drop RDA before I've managed to record my my video review of it. So I will make sure that I post that on all my social media. So let's see what else we've got. So that was hugely uninspiring to start with. This, no idea where this is from either. Let's have a little look. See, come out, you bugger. Completely. This is going to be from China. It's going to be from China, but I have no idea. I'm so going to cut my fingers off. What did you do on Monday night? I'll watch the live stream. Was it any good? Yeah, it's all right, but the knobhead cut his fingers off with a stupid knife. All right. What we got here? What's this? It says full steam ahead on it. Right, so we've got an RTA there. We've got the Kenzie RTA. I don't review tanks. Wish people would stop sending me tanks. I know this is kind of like first world problems and all, you know, and there will be people out there that go, just can you get free shares? Stop fucking complaining. And it's fine, but I started to clear my review queue quite nicely, and now it's already gone bonkers again since Expo. So there's a reason I don't review tanks, other than the fact I hate them. It's also, oh my word, it's also got to do with the fact that I just don't like using them. But there we go. There's the Kenzie, big old beast, lots of air. Looks like it's a cloud bastard. Yeah, and that is a very open airflow. You've got juice control going on there. Now then, can we unscrew that? Yeah, oh my word. Right. That's the deck on there. Can you see that? Those are the big old airflow holes. And I'm already seeing that, and this has angered me to start with, the wicking holes. Okay, so at the side of the deck here, we've got where the holes go, but your wick has to go through your coil, and then you've got this tiny amount of space here where your wick will have to be compressed to kind of sit on the top of there or sort of start to poke through there. So that, to me, looks like a hellish RTA to wick, and I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So there. What I will do is I will get this. It does come, by the way, with one of these kind of 510. Is this one of the 510 adapters? I think it's a 510 adapter. Let's have a look. No, it's not a 510 adapter. It is a big honking, great big one of these little flat knurled things, and it does come with a bulbous glass as well. So yeah, all in all, this tank with this wicking, I tell you, I've tried a similar thing to this recently, and it annoyed me so much it nearly got thrown out the window. So that is not going to be getting reviewed, and I don't think it's no, I'm just not doing it. So there we go. Whether I send this to Mr. Schwar to review, or whether that goes just into the raffle pile, I'm not sure yet, because obviously I've just unboxed it. But one of the two is going to happen. So apology for me being stroppy on that, but no, not having it. Let's have a little look at the chat. Why don't you like tanks, says Jess? Mainly because I much prefer squonking. Tanks generally, I think for me, tanks, and we'll ask Mark about this later on, but tanks for me kind of topped out maybe, I don't know, a year ago. There's literally nothing better than that you can get out of a tank than what we've already had. So they're coming out so often. China is releasing so many tanks so regularly now with very, very little change, that to have something that could be a pain in the ass to wick, no, there's no need for it. To have something and it's just this sort of idea of spending a bunch of time trying to make it work, trying to sort it out, when there is plenty of channels on YouTube that do a load of tanks already and are probably much better at it than I am, to be honest with you. So yeah, just for me, the reason I don't do them is because I don't like them. I much prefer to squonk. I much prefer the vape you get from an RDA compared to an RTA, although I do recognize that there is a reason that people enjoy them, and that's perfectly fine and dandy. I'm not saying anything against people that like them. I'm just saying, for me personally, not a fan, and I don't review them on the channel because I don't have time, quite honestly. I have so much other stuff to do, and there's a lot of brilliant reviewers out there that do a really good job of it. So yes, so that one for me though does nothing for me. Now then, try something for Christ's sake, says Josh. I want to try this. By the way, I'm still been vaping the flip out of this. I've sworn already, so why am I censoring myself? But yeah, the Luna, I mean, this is the unbranded from Ultrona, but I noticed that Asmodus do have them now with the Asmodus branding on them as well. So I still don't know of anyone in the UK selling them as yet, but someone did post out something a little while ago. But I love it. This is still my favorite. I think this is going to be my favorite mod of the year, which is, you know, quite impressive. Right, now then, what else have we got? Let's have a look here. All right, the monkey. Coil art. It says coil art. I know it's coil art because it's got coil art stickers all over it. It's been opened by the DHL people, so that's nice. Let's have a little look, see what we've got in here. Now I know that they do have the Azeroth Squonker, so I'm assuming that's at least one of the things that's going on in here. But it's a poof and great box, so that can't be everything that's going on. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Good old Mr. Todd is in the chat, making sure that everybody behaves themselves. As always, if you misbehave or you act like a knobhead, then you will be booted. And as always, please, please, please don't think of it as a free advertising space for your channel, your juice, your fucking whatever, dirty pants, whatever. It's not. It's not. There needs to be more of this bubble wrap with pretty much all the bubbles already. These are all flat. This is doing nothing. This isn't bubble wrap. This is just plastic. Oh my god, this is going on forever. Right, so we've got some batteries. 2700 batteries. This is interesting. I'm going to have a little look on Mooch's sheets for these bad boys. So coil art 21700s. Anyone know if the coil art 21700s are any good? Let me know in the chat if you do. So what else have we got here? We've got the Azeroth Squonk kit. We've got two of those. It looks like we've got a red one and a black one. I'll open one of those up and show you momentarily. And then we've got the D Pro 133 in red and black as well. So I will show you those bad boys as well. Should we open the red ones or the black ones? What do you reckon, gang? Red or black? Oh, no, that's not the Matrix. That's blue or red, isn't it? Right, let's have a little look. Hang on. Let me have a sip of squash. Now then, so red or black. So the one that I'm going to be putting in the red. Loads of people saying red. Right, I'm going to open the red. Just because that's all I saw. Loads of people saying red. That's going to mean that. Not the happiest of chaps today. I am, mate. I am. I'm sorry. Do I not come across being very happy today? I'm sorry. I am happy. I'm a little bit tired, but I am a happy chap. There's just stuff I want to get through, and then I can chill out and speak to you, lovely, adorable lot. You see, it's nice. It's nice. But the other thing is, with Sunny having her, I have been sleeping on the sofa the last few nights just to make sure she's comfortable and doesn't get freaked out in the dark in a new place. And so, yeah, there we go. Todd says black. I've got the red open here. Well, no. I've opened it now. 'Tis the red one. There we go. Let's break this open here. Packaging for the Azeroth Squonker. Now, already the mod seems like it might be a little on the large. Oh no, this is going to be 21700, isn't it? So, oh, well, that's a button. So you see this here, that looked like it was the solid button, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? It's not though. You've got a surround, so you've got a little bit that presses inside that. So you've got the big kind of ultimate bit. Why it's ultimate is beyond me, but you've got that big old bit going on there, and then you've got kind of a bit on the inside that you press. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. But there we go. So in here we've got a condom. We've got an 18650 adapter by the looks of it. I imagine that's 18650 and not no, it will be. Oh no, 2700. Could that be a 2700 adapter? I don't know. We'll have a look at that in a little while. But inside here, oh, sneaky bastards. Right. What we've got going on there, look at that, look. So we've got this big old button thing happening here, which looks like it's a mechanical thing with a spring in it. And you've got under the top contact here is a bar that goes straight across. But underneath, we've got one of these sprung contacts underneath there. Boom. Which to me is going to tell me there's more than likely going to be at least one solder point under there. That could be a wire that goes up to somewhere. It goes up to the button, maybe? I don't know. Oh, but I don't like the button. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it does come with an RDA, which looks, yeah, that's just the normal D Pro, I think. But yeah, otherwise, we've got, it feels a little bit cheap. So the door is aluminium, 18650, 2700, 21700, designed by Coil Art in California. So that feels like it's an aluminium kind of thing going on there. All this gold plate and stuff over the top of the bottle. Yeah. The silicone bottle feels, yeah. I don't understand why we've got a gold knurled top on the silicone bottle either. So there we go. So that's a thing. How do we feel about that? I feel not so good. So that's that. We'll have a little chat with Mr. Todd. If he's got one as well, we'll have a chat with him in a little while to see what he thinks of it. But so far, first impressions, not so great. It's lovely to see that this unboxing is not going brilliantly well, is it? But what we've got here is it's a thing. It's a thing, but it possibly isn't a thing for me. But we'll see how we get on. It will get tested, it will get reviewed, and all that sort of stuff. But already, I mean, it's chunky as well. It's chunky that way, and it just stylistically, it's doing nothing for me. And that button is horrible. Oh, that's horrible. Right. I'm not going to build it tonight, but just to let you know. Now, when it comes to this, I'll open the red one as well, mainly because I'm going to save the black ones to use in the raffle, because more people like black than they do the coloured stuff. So we'll do that. How are we doing in chat? Is everyone all right? Rubbish. Door rattle so common on 50 quid squonkers. Yeah. Is this, what's the price? Do we know the price on this one? I've not even looked at it, obviously. Okay, so the D Pro 133, some of this action going on here, just the same kind of packaging as we had on the last one. Boom, some of that action. But what's that? Oh, okay, so we've got the Coil Art Pro D Pro going on the inside of there again, but we're not interested in the RDA. Let's have a little look-see at this mod. What is it all about? What does it say? Let's have a little read. D Pro 133. That tells me nothing. So, is this 18650 or is this the 2700s as well? 21700s. I don't fucking know. It's all about the information. Professional. There's no manual. There's no manual. There's a thing. There's that, which is not a manual, and on the other side it says you that, which is not a manual. What? So I've got no idea what batteries it takes. Okie dokie. Oh, that's a button and a half, isn't it? It looks as though they are. It looks as though that it's minus on the bottom here of each. So it looks as though this could be a parallel rather than a series, maybe. Is it these batteries? Does it take these batteries? Let me put an 18650 and see if it fits or if it wobbles around like a bastard. Oh no, it's going to be 18650s. Let's get a couple of 18650s. Stick them in there like boom and boom. Oh, it flashed up the top there. See that? So that, I guess, is your battery meter. Can't turn it off. Oh, no, we're off. There you go. Oh, this button, though. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. So my guess on this, unless anyone can tell me anything else, in the chat, I'm going to suggest that this could be a parallel, unregulated device, which seems unnecessarily large for a dual 18650. I'm not going to lie. Now, have I got any RDAs that aren't on a Squonker? No, I haven't. But yeah, this had better be cheap. Hopefully, if this is around the kind of 35 quid mark, then I'll be like, yeah, cool. If it's 60 quid, then nah, get the fuck. Like that. Don't really know what that was, but that was a thing. But I'll have a chat with Mr. Mark about that later on and see if he's got one as well. I think he has, so we can have a little chat. So all in all, coil art. I think we've gone to hit the cheap end of the market here, and we've got products that appear to be very, very cheap. But hopefully, I don't know if anyone commented about these batteries to let me know if Mooch had tested them as yet. It would be great if Mr. Mooch was in chat, but I don't think he is. So yeah, I'm going to be going for it. I'll be having a little look. Now then, last box. Oh, by the way, I have also got the Coil Master battery cases and Squonk bottles, and I know nothing of them other than the fact I have them. So this is a big old box. I don't really know what it is, so let's have a little look. I've got, see, I thought, therefore I was, that there was a nice chap I spoke to. Holy crap balls, what's in here? Okay, so hang on, stay with me. Wow, right, okay. So this is a lot of juice. It's not full of juice, but it is a lot of juice. Now then, where are we? This is from, so much crap on the floor there. Who are we? Eurovapour. Eurovapour. There we go. Have we got a website? Eurovapour.com by the looks of it. And in here, oh, we've got, oh crap. Yes, there's a lot of juice. There is a lot of juice. Oh, this one, purple. Now, this one is one that my wife tried at Expo and really, really bloody liked that. This was something that was definitely favorited a lot. Now then, have I got, here, let's move this. There is a couple of caps in there as well. Now, obviously, as you know, I don't review juice, but I'm going to be giving them a damn good try and see what they're like. Like I said, I know that one of them has definitely got Mrs. Biker's approval already, but what we've got is Pound Town, which is a lemon pancake. Oh, I've been really into my lemon recently. One of the big juices that I've been going through, and I've gone through so much, is this original stuff. This stuff from creamyclouds.co.za. This stuff has blown me away, and you can see that that's all gone. That's done. So yeah, and that's just from squonking that bad boy. So that's the thing. Anyway, Pound Town. We've got lemon pancake, which is nice. And we've got a crunchberry pancake. What's a pancake? What's a pancake? Anyone know? And we've got a crunchberry pancake. And then we've also got, like the skull, okay, I'm sold on the skull already. Vapor Works. There we go. There are things. So go and check those out on Instagram and Twitter. Those bad boys right there. And we've got recipe 1, 24, 56, and 72. No, 76. Lemon and lime. French vanilla base, light yet distinctive, fresh fried strawberries, rich strudel pastry, touches of caramel and vanilla, vanilla bourbon, distinct, many things. So I will let you know if I like any of these. Obviously, as always, if I like a juice, then I tend to let you guys know about it. So I will do so if I like any of those bad boys. So thank you very much to those guys, which were, who was it? Who did I say it was? Eurovapour. Eurovapor.com. Let me just double check. So I'm not giving you incorrect information. Now, do they spell it properly? Yes, spelled properly with a Vapour. Good, winning. Oh my, you've never heard of pancake? Well, I don't know what it is. I might have had it, but what is it? Okay, so yes, Eurovapor.com. Go and check those bad boys out. Oh, it's a cool website. Now then, these guys, yes, I remember speaking to this very nice man whose name I've forgotten, so I apologize for that one. But I think they have their own proper labs and all that sort of stuff. So I'll find out more about it, because I think these guys actually kind of make all their own stuff in their own ISO labs and put it all through. I've got a funny feeling they might put even the Nick shot stuff, the shaken vapey type stuff, for want of a better word, through TPD gear as well as the premix. So I think that's very, very cool. So I will make sure I let you know about that, because I love seeing that sort of stuff coming from the UK done properly. So it certainly looks very, very good. Pound, not pan. I said pound cake. Pound cake. Pound. Is that all right? You all right with that? Pound. Right then. So, Dean, really will be the vape. Oh, no, David. No. Diacetyl. Hope so, Rob. Love the stuff. It's fucking marvelous. Juice tastes a lot worse now. It doesn't have diacetyl in it. Anyway. Just to let you know a couple of other things that I have been vaping on. So I've got the NATO here with the Voras on it from Vapor's Cloud. Now, this is one that I showed you in the last vlog, but I didn't do anything with. I had a little bit of a play with it. Now, I did something on an Instagram thing where I was saying that it seemed to be quite rattly. It seemed to have the 18650 the battery kind of adapter thingy-jiggy, the thing that stops the battery going from side to side. It seemed to be a bit rattly, but I played with it a lot today and fixed it. So yes, it's down to really kind of sandwiching that 18650 and then nice and strongly. And if it does that, then jobs are good. But it is quite tall. It does have this ball going on underneath, which is a little bit interesting. And it does have these cutouts. Now, I think one of the reasons for these cutouts is for the ladies. So the 4% Club may be interested in this, maybe not. I don't know. And I don't say that's sexist, but let me tell you why. Apparently, with a lot of mechs, some of the ladies have issues like pressing the button when they've got nails and all that sort of stuff. So they've got these kind of cutouts going on. So you can kind of you can do it if you got nails. I think that's a reason. Anyway, let's have a toot. Well, there we go. That's some of that. And that seems to be working brilliantly. Juice wise in there, I've got some Noose Killing Them Softly, a guillotine. Some of that going on. That's a bad boy going on there. What have we got here? What have we got? What are we saying in chat? What's happening here? What's happening? What's going on? Addy Tudy's in. Bonjour, Addy. Oh, nice to see you, fella. And also, I have got the Unholy going there. Hang on, wait. The Bare Bones. It's the Bare Bones, isn't it? I'm sure loads of people will shout at me for getting it wrong. That's going to go flying in a second. The Unholy shitballs. The Unholy V2 on top of the Bare Bones mech. It did come with 2 springs, and I thought one of them was going to be stiffer than the other. It's not. They're both really kind of soft springs going on in there. But I'm running both this and the NATO in 18650 mode rather than 2700 at the minute. Let's have a little toot of this. That's going like a trooper as well. And in there, I've got some jammy buns happening. So the jammy buns, fluffy holiday buns, top with, was this from the Creamy Clouds people? I can't remember. Unionvapors.com. There we go. Unionvapors.com. They're a thing. There we go. Boom. And that's actually quite a nice sort of jammy thing. So yes, that's basically everything that I've been vaping on. Oh, that was a lot to go through, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I think it was. Now then, shall we? I'm gonna Dave. I can see what he's doing already. You're a cockface. Well, that's it. That's it. Mark Todd is dead.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
It was a lot to get through. It was a very stressful start to the vlog. There were many, many things to go through on this one.
The worst thing is, I forgot I was in silent when I came on because I actually had this playing in the background.
You have issues. You have issues. Right. Anyway, there we go. So that's a lot of stuff, isn't it?
That was a lot of stuff, yes.
I'm really looking forward to getting involved with this juice. Like I say, with these guys, I'm going to see while I'm chatting to you if I can find the nice man that sent it to me, because I want to give him a shout out, because I'm sure, in fact, no, I'm not going to take my time away from that. I'm sure that they've got their own lab and they do everything properly in the UK. And like I say, they put their one shot stuff, not one shot, shake and vapey kind of bottle shot stuff through the TPD as well, which I think is brilliant, and I think more people should do that. So if that's the case, I think that's great, and I'll support them as long as their juice tastes nice.
Great.
But talk to me about the coil art stuff, my friend, because you did your vlog earlier on. You did a nice live vlog without telling me. Okay. And so I only caught in the tail end of that one. So you heard what I was saying about this squonker. What have you got to say about it? What's your thoughts on this bad boy so far?
I've already done a video for that. If you're interested, please feel free to go and watch. No, the squonker. The button does seem to break in quite quickly.
But don't you think it's weird that it's that little bit inside the big bit on the outside?
Yeah. It's not as shit as I thought it was. Like you, I thought it was shit when I first tried it, but you get used to it very quickly.
Really?
But it's a big. I mean, I know it's a 21700, but it's a big old box.
It is. It is. If I compare it to the Vandy Vape one right there, it's a fair old size height difference, and it's a little bit wider than the Vandy Vape one as well.
Yeah, and the squonking bottle. I mean, I've not checked the spec, but the squonking bottle doesn't seem that big. I mean, it could have been a lot bigger.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. But have you managed to have a look at this to find out if it is a? It's not fully mechanical, is it? I haven't quite figured out how it works yet.
Well, unlike you, I don't get a hard on about a wire being in there, but it's yes, there will be a wire in there.
Yeah, I imagine so. I think I might take that apart, but I should probably record the bulk of the review after using it for a while before doing so, because I may break it horribly.
Yeah. The other one is 4.2 volts parallel dual 18650. Do you know, there's been a few Chinese companies that have come out with mods like this in the past couple of years with just flashing Kanga. They've had a few mods like this now.
Yeah.
But it's that button is, yeah, you certainly know when that's on and off.
Yeah. It might be one of the, I mean, it feels a bit cheap and nasty, doesn't it? But it might be one of those things that will be quite nice once you've used it for a little while, maybe.
Well, I mean, I've been using both of them since they arrived this morning, and they're not bad. Don't get me wrong, they're nothing exciting, but I mean, if they're cheap enough, then yeah, they would do the job. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If they're nice and affordable, that's a good thing.
Yeah. The one thing I did notice is that the dual 18650 one, the RDA seems to come with a little Ultim spinny bit for the bottom, whereas the Squonker RDA doesn't.
Oh.
But no, I quite like that RDA. I don't know if it's a copy of something else or anything, but it's
I think it's the same. I think I reviewed that if it's the same as the D Pro that I looked at, pardon me, a while ago.
More tea vicar.
Indeed. I think it's pretty reasonable. I think it's a nice little flavor thing. It's not too wide open. In fact, that feels like it's possibly a little bit more wide open than the one that I reviewed. But yeah, it seems like a reasonable thing. But like you say, it's a big lump. It reminds me of like it should be like a Transformers thing or something like that, yes. You know?
Yeah. But like you say, the button in the squonker is the strange thing, and I mean, this is something you get very excited about. Is the edges are actually, they're not sharp, but after a period of time vaping with it, it's really not comfortable.
Yeah.
It's really not comfortable.
I mean, they've shaved off one corner, so if you're thumb firing it, yeah, that though. What's that all about? That's not good at all, is it? And I tell you what else is very annoying on this one. You know this carbon fiber bit that you can't take that off, can you?
Yeah, and we all know how much you love carbon fiber.
Oh, it makes me want to hurt myself. But this should have absolutely been one of those mods that you can take the doors off and replace. Absolutely.
Yes.
Without doubt. So, yes, that's the thing. Do you know anything about these batteries? I didn't see if anyone mentioned in chat that if they'd seen anything about them.
I went and did a quick Google foo when you were talking, and yes. And just watched some porn. No, I couldn't find anything from Mooch.
Okay.
On them at all.
Right.
That's not to say there isn't. I just couldn't find it.
No, absolutely. Right. I'll have to ask him, see if he's got something happening with them or not. What have we got going on here? So a bunch of people put the Unholy on top of the D Pro mod. No. Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I don't, love?
I'll do it. I'll do it. I forgot I actually had mechanical mechs. I've got so much crap here now, Mark. Mark, there's stuff everywhere.
That's because you're famous and people keep sending you stuff.
Well, there is that, I suppose. Yeah. Right, the Unholy is going on there. A little bit of overhang at the top. How big is the Unholy? I think it must be a 25. Where's my measuring things? Oh my god, this is on here. I know 26. So 26 mil overhang. So I imagine 24 will be fine on it. There we go. Well, it works. It puts power to the coil. It does what it says on the tin. But yeah, that button. It's really light as well, isn't it? Yes, very. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But I think I'm going to enjoy using the proper mod or the unregulated mod more than I am the squonker, I reckon. Right, I suppose I should be a better reviewer and do anything. Just do some reviews. Fucking stop whinging. Look and see what's going on in the chat. I keep seeing the vaping biker thing popping up in orange there. So let's answer a few questions. Legion Vapes, Todd's Reviews, Vaping Bike. Have either of you seen that Dotmod have announced a new squonk? Couldn't give two flying piggies about anything from Dotmod, in all honesty. So that's don't care. Have you any thoughts on that one, Mr. T?
I'm just looking at a picture of it just now, and no, not for me, thank you.
But no, I mean, I think haven't they recently recalled their lipo powered 300 watt thing for having a rubbish battery in it that kept going pop or something?
Yeah, it wasn't actually them that recalled it. It was a vendor that made up a poster, and it's done the rounds. Something to do with the lipo was swelling, or it was arrived. Remember the very first DNA 250 that came out? No, DNA 200 from China, and the lipos were always discharged when it arrived.
Yes, yes.
So it's that kind of problem.
No, none of that. No, since Dotmod did what they did last year, I'm not interested in them. Do you think, asked Mr. and Boo84, Todd and Vaping Biker, do you think Wismec will come out with a Noisy Cricket 2 Squonk 218 650 compatible compete with the drip tech from 528. Now that's something that I did think of, that the Noisy Cricket is essentially, the original one was a series mod, wasn't it? And it was the V2 that was the series all parallel, or and all parallel. The 528 product does seem very much along those lines, although it's a solid parallel mod, I think. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a squonkable cricket if the 528 one goes really, really well, but we'll have to see about that one, to be honest with you. I think we are going to see more dual battery 18650, dual 18650 squonkers, though, hopefully.
Yeah.
Alan Meyer says, hi, I'm currently using the Dead Rabbit and the Pulse 24 and have a new Lost Vape drone arriving tomorrow. Well done. Well done. They're like rocking horse poop to try and find. So congrats on getting one of those bad boys. It's brilliant. Any bigger squonking RDA 26, 27? Yes, try the Death Trap RDA from these people.
Words
Death Wish. Words. Death Wish. Yes, the Death Trap. I think it's at 28 mil, something like that. I did review it, so go and check it out. It's a beast. I know it's basically 30 mil. It's 30 mil. Boom. So there you go. You can bang that on top of the drone, and that is a beast. And you can put some big monster coils in there if you want to. I think in my review I put like 4 mil coils in there. So that's the thing. Thank you very much for getting. Oh no, someone retracted their message. I thought you booted someone there, Mr. T. Any news from Svomesto about their big RDA with bottom and top airflow screws? That'll be the Gorgon that I reviewed some months ago. I imagine Malivo DJ. Yeah, I can't say your name. I'm sorry. But yes, go and check that out. How are you getting on with the Bonza? Asks Corgith. Really bloody well. Really bloody like it. It does a grand job. I rocked it all through Expo and had a brilliant time with it. You haven't been sent one of those yet, have you, Mr. T? There's many things. He's shaking his head if you can't see. Which RDA has the squonk pin going through to the top of the deck to release the juice on top of the coils? Now that was one that you had from Vape Fest that I didn't, wasn't it?
That's right, and it was, can't remember. But oh no, that's the one I gave to Schwartzy, and the Italian, Italian.
H-Stone?
Strikes. I'm sure Schwartzy was in chat there. He'll remember.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it was like H-Stone or something like that. It did look cool though.
It's you were absolutely wrong. It was, as I said, it's the H-Stone Sith.
Yeah, Belen. The Pusheen 2 says, Vaping Biker, do you still have the Mason 40 mil? I do not. I passed that one on to somebody else. Not because I don't like it, but it's a fantastic RDA. But you know, I don't get the chance to use it, so it's great that someone else gets to use it. What else we got? Have you tried the new Geek Vape dual battery squonker yet? Yes, I've got that here in regards to the new G-Box coming from Geek Vape. However, they had this at Expo, but it's a prototype. It's not the final version, and I think they're going to be doing something different with the bottle. So, yeah, this isn't the final version of that yet. But otherwise, it seems to work just fine. Favorite squonker so far? Favorite squonker over the last week has been the Luna. There we go. Boom. Have some of those apples. Where can we get that mech with a ball bearing at the bottom? That will be Vapor's Cloud. If you look at Vapor's Cloud, I think they've got a site in the UK as well as in America. So you can check that bad boy out on Google. Also, Evolution Vaping. Oh, and by the way, I think my code for the bare bones and the unholy still works at Evolution Vaping. So if you do want to get one of these, type in biker, and this should get you some money off. Don't know how much, but it should get you something off.
I'm just going to pick up on Guy Brush 3-Put. He says, did you hear anything about the new Vapor Giant V5? Unfortunately, the Vapor Giant stuff in the UK is a it's a no-go, and they have absolutely zero interest in promoting or pushing or anything over here. So
is that just because the general size of it, or because the company just can't be asked to send stuff out of wherever they're from?
It's the general size of it, and they don't really want to bother with TTV. And as far as they're concerned, the market's that small over here for them anyway, that yeah, it doesn't really matter. Which is a shame, because their tanks were really, really good, or they still are very good.
Yeah. Will there be any? Do you reckon they're over in Germany, aren't they?
Yes.
So do you reckon there might be some German vendors that might send stuff over here if they don't as a company?
A lot of the German vendors won't post over here, though.
Well, there you go. That's how I disagreed then.
Unless you know somebody that knows somebody.
So reach out to the German compadres and see if someone will send you one.
Kirk, there's a question from Kirk Venus. Any decently pricked mech mods for my first one? I was going to say...
Is that English? Decently pricked mech mods. What?
I'm just... That's what he said. I was going to mention them, the smart mods, the Polish company, smartmods.pl. You can get a 22mm if you so desire, and it's a cracking mech mod for €55 delivered, which I think is a really good price, and it's a great little mod. And they also do, if you so desire, they also do that one as well, which is the carbon fiber one, which is now fixed, but that works out at €95 delivered. So
yes, I have one of those too, still yet to review.
Yeah.
Have I got a battery in this? No, I haven't. Right, what else have we got? Someone said that the drone is for sale in the UK again now. That would be fantastic if it is, because the drone is, I think the drone, was it last year that came out, or this year? I don't know, because that has been a fantastic mod for me. I've loved that so much. Yeah, but if it is available again now, that would be brilliant. What else have we got? Hit the thumbs up and show Dean some love. Thank you very much, or Church. That's very kind of you. Yes, please do that. That'd be great. Thank you. Mr. Todd, did you try the new Fakai Squonker in temp control?
Do you know, strangely enough, I did.
No, get away.
No, I really did.
You start doing things properly, I'm going to have to up my review game.
There, and what was, there was an outcry about this. Was it, remember when the Fakai first came out, that they made lots of claims about the temp control? Was it temp control with Canful or something? But it was shit.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Well, anyway, the short and sweet version is I can put stainless steel 316 on this, and it works as I would expect temp control to work.
Cool, that's good then. But it does have a somewhat over exaggerated claim on the battery.
Yes. Well, I don't know, unless, I mean, as I said, you know, I've got one of the batteries they gave me, which was a Snow Wolf battery, which they claimed is 3.7 volts, 3,750 milliamp, 40 amp battery. Boom. Fully charged with a 0.15 ohm coil, ramped up to 150 watts, and it would only put out 90. It dropped down to 90-95 straight away.
That's pretty worrying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just had a bit of a worry that these 21700s are big old units, but it won't fit in my charges.
Oh dear.
So I've got these big old units and I can't charge them up. What charger have you got?
I got a brand new charger.
Get away.
I did. Oink. And I posted, well, I told you about this. This one. Aspire were doing a 50% off code. Aspire UK. Yeah. It's finished, but so that one fits 21700s.
Oh, bugger. Right, so it's a shout out to anybody in chat or anyone that watches that please let me know of any other nice, affordable 21700 size battery chargers that will fit 21700s. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I'm going to have to spend a bunch of money on one of those ones that Mr. Todd's got, and then he's just going to rub my face in it that he got it for 50% cheaper than I did. So let's not let that happen, people. Let's not let that happen. Todd, Biker, any triple squonkers besides the 528 on the way? None that I know of. That sounds totally your thing, Mark. You?
Yep, not heard a thing.
Right, there we go. And that, I mean, that'll be a big old unit. Based on your time with the two, which mech do you fancy better between the bare bones and the NATO? Well, it's hard to compare because I think the bare bones is copper that's been coated. I'm not entirely sure. Let me have a little look. But I haven't. I only coiled them up the other day, so I've not really put them through the paces yet or done anything about it. But let me see. Get in there. Nope, still no idea. Still no idea. But I've got a feeling it's supposed to be copper. But I could. Oh no, it looks like a stainless steel tube. What are you giggling about?
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
So I can't tell you the best out of the two of them for the time being, just because I've literally only just started using them. So I will let you know more, obviously, as and when. I think aesthetically, the bare bones is a bit sexier, maybe, but the what's it called? This big one that you just said about NATO is quite a fair bit taller. So, you know, because of that, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure yet. So I'm going to have a good old play with them and really put them through their paces before I can let you know 100% about what I think about them. But they both seem to be doing what they should be doing, which is good. Now then, what do we got going on here? What? Oh, here we go. Cuz Steve says the Grafalcon 44 or 88 from Fogstar. Okay, I know nothing of those. I'm going to have to look. Who does battery charger tests? There's someone online that does battery charger tests, isn't there?
Candle, is it not Candle Power or Candle? That's the name of the website. They do battery tests and all that kind of stuff, and battery chargers. I found lots of battery charger tests on there. It's Candle. Bollocks.
That's it. You're going to find out now.
Candle.
Panic attacks. I think someone's taking the piss there. Vape Biker Todd's Unite Core i4 2016 model will do them. Fair enough, because my D4 and D2 will not, by all accounts. Vape and Biker, now that Mark thinks he's the new Jeremy Clarkson and Dean would be Arns May, were you two going to do Top Gear type challenge? Don't really get that whole massively, but Top Gear challenges. Is there anything we can do that's a kind of a Top Gear style challenge? I don't think there is there?
Nah. Candle Power forums.
Marvelous. We'll make sure that we put that in. In fact, can I do it while we're talking? Can I? Probably, maybe not. Maybe not. If I touch anything on that, I could go horribly wrong. But I'll try and pop that link down into the description after we've done this video as well. But yeah, Candle Power forums from Mr. Todd there.
It's. I mean, even before Mooch came in the scene, these guys have been. It's rather strange. There's so many people that are fascinated by flashlights, and it used to be the place to go for finding out battery information for years.
Gotcha. I didn't see Mr. Mooch was in here. Mr. Mooch, if you are, is he in here? Yes, he is. I've done 1 or 2 tests. Mr. Mooch, I will have a look and see if you've done anything that will hold the 21700. But please tell us if you've looked at these Coil Art 21700s. That would be great to know. Pretty please. Thank you very much indeed. Tar. Not that I can use them yet because I can't charge the bastards up, but there we go. What's in your Entheon, Dean? I've got a coil. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wraps of my dual core stainless steel Clapton. Boom. there we go. That's that bad boy in there, and it's working a grand job.
I remember you when you only had 5,000 subs. You were so much nicer back then.
Oi, I'm still a little joy. What are you on Hey, not far away. Not far away from you now, old cop.
I get up you. Not yet, Boyo. Not yet.
Right, Barry Mooch says, Dean, they are in the queue. Excellent. So now the race is on for whether I can get a battery charger before I see Mr. Mooch. But then I still won't do anything until I see Mr. Mooch's review of them. So I look forward to that one because I want to know if I can build super low on these or not. Because, yes, I want to rock this Squonk rate like a, I don't know, 0.12 or something and see if it works. Any news on the Purge Squonk? Once again, I saw them at Expo and they looked absolutely glorious and they felt lovely. I think they were doing them for like 125, 130 quid for the basic Delrin runs with the aluminium door that had been powder coated and it felt like stone. But then they went up to like 425 quid, I think, for the big brass bastard that was sort of skull engraved and stuff, which was glorious. But no, I haven't got one yet, and so I can't tell you anything more about them. What's your best RDA for 2017? Asks Raj. Well, I imagine we'll probably tell you when we get to the end of 2017. Oh, pardon me. Now then, if you had £100 to buy a Squonker today, Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews, what would you get? Currently have 8 Squonkers. Don't tell the wife. Oh, to be honest with you, I would, if I had 100 quid and I wanted to go out and buy another Squonker, I'd go out and buy one of these. In fact, I would like to buy one of these anyway. So another one of these anyway, because I like it a lot. But equally, I don't know. Drone, there's a lot out there now. But that Luna is glorious. I love it. I did see Lois ask a little while if I'd heard Sani bark yet. No, I haven't, and I think that will scare the crap out of me when she eventually does, because it's going to be a really deep oof, one of them bad boys. Are you still using the machine you did a review on to build your coils? I want to build my own coils, but it's hard with my arthritis. Yes, I am. Who asked that? Who is that? Geronimo. Absolutely. The Daedalus. This is all I use. This with the little jiggy bit. I do all of my coiling with this just because I couldn't do it without it. I haven't got the dexterity these days to be able to do it without it, and I think it's absolutely bloody wonderful. So if you like your Claptons, dual core, and various other ones, then yeah, go and crack on to that one. Let us know if there's any questions. I think we're approaching the hour-and-a-half kind of level. Oh, I look awful. I look terrible tonight, Mr. T. How did you let me go on camera without makeup? I've got bags under the eyes. Oh, he's looking terrible. Now then, is there anything else that is? Have you got anything you want to have a chat about, Mr. T?
No, actually, no. Sorry, I'm just playing. There's I think, did you answer somebody asked about the Athena taking it to bits and if it had been leaking? Did you no, it's somebody asked. Anyway, if yours is leaked like Billio, there's no way to get the sled out unless you take the 510 contact out. But you can take that contact out, it'll slip out, and then you can get a microfiber cloth in there and dry it out, no problem, and it's okay. But
has yours been leaky then?
Only because this is one that I didn't use. It's been sitting with an RDA and no bottle in it. So all the juice is leaked out of the RDA. Gotcha. Yeah, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Geronimo says, thank you. Now I just need a pasta maker. Absolutely. Pasta rollers for the win. It's got to be done. Although you will find out that if you have a pasta roller in your if you have like a man cave that you vape in all the time, because it's stainless steel, it'll just get covered in muck and nastiness from all the vapor. Schwarzy, what's up next for review? What's up next for review for you, Mr. Todd?
I will. Oh, I've got a review for a mech mod that's already been recorded. I'll be putting that. I might actually put that live after your show.
Oh, thank you very much for waiting.
But yes, because obviously it'll have a great impact on your views.
Massively.
Not at all. But no, I've got the E-Phoenix Squonker to do next.
Okay. For me, I've got to. I've still got to finish editing my Expo video. I also want to get the Pulse video put together, but I've still got to do a little bit of camera work just to do the close-up stuff, so I can have. I'm going to superimpose the close-up shots of the Pulse Squonker inside the interview / review that I've done with Tony B. So I've got those to do, and then everything. I'm overwhelmed with stuff again, but it will be the drop. It will be the Bonza. And we'll see what else is going to come after that, I imagine. So there we go. That answers that one.
When? Because you were telling me that Sani, you're only allowed to take her out into the garden just now. So when are you allowed to take her for walkies?
That's something that I've got to check on. I think I'm not sure if we've got DEFRA coming out just to do an inspection to make sure that she's healthy and doing everything that she should be doing and everything else. So I've got to check to see if that's happening. And once we've got the all clear there, then yes, we'll take her out then. But fucking fireworks! No need for them. No need for them. If you have to have fireworks, November the 5th. I don't care if you got kids because I don't have kids and I don't like them. But November the 5th, just have fireworks between I don't know 6 and 8, and then that's it. No more. The other night we thought we were in the clear. We we took Sani out into the garden. It had been quiet for ages. As soon as we got out, a big old bang went off, and then she pooed. Well, she didn't poo herself, but she stressed out like a monster, and then went running in the house and curled up on a bed and didn't want to leave for like 2 hours. And that really annoyed me. So if you're someone that keeps putting off fireworks, then you're a toss bag.
We're actually quite lucky because TJ's fireworks don't bother him up and down. It's the wind he's afraid of.
Yeah, which must be quite challenging living with you, I imagine.
Yes, tosser.
No, Dizzy didn't used to worry too much about the about fireworks and stuff, but Sani obviously with her history, I guess, she kind of stresses out a lot about them. So, yeah. John, I vape and biker like you. I don't like tanks. I prefer squonkers. Been using them since mid-2016. I won't go back. Absolutely, squonking is the future, and the future's now. Have you seen any of the Coilmaster mech mod? I've seen it, but I haven't used it. So there we go. That answers that one. Rob Curtis has gone hashtag blooming hippies with fireworks. I'm not entirely sure fireworks are a hippie thing, but yeah, I just like it. That made me giggle. Maiko Boo. I can't say your name, but thank you very much for the 2. What's that? What's that currency? BAM. What's a BAM?
That's vaping currency.
I don't think it is, but thank you very much for it, whatever it is. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Played a bit of catch up, and hey you too, and everyone, hey you too as well to Maiko Bugija. I can't say your name. I'm sorry.
Candles.
Lois says when fireworks or thunder scare your dog, best thing to do is play ball as soon as they start. I agree. However, Sani has never played with a toy before, and so we're kind of trying to teach her about toys at the minute. So at the minute it's very food related, and she's kind of getting a lot more active with actual training sessions and kind of having a bit of an exciting little jump up and down and things like that. But yeah, so we've got to teach her how she can play, which is isn't that just heartbreaking that a dog doesn't know how to play.
Oh, there's Greg Olson's got. Oh, he's a good. He's having a go about the fact that I dye my hair. He's trying to be offensive in there. Yeah? I'll tell you, you'll be glad to know I don't do it myself. Every time after I've been in bed with your missus, she does it for me. Thank you. Cheeky bugger.
That's just angry, isn't it? What else we got going on here? Avid Artisan are coming out with a V2 of the Daedalus pretty soon. Well, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome if they have that. I don't know if they know I exist, but if they do, then please send me one. Otherwise, I'm going to have to probably buy one. Dean, have you tried the silver tube? Probably going to need to know more about that. Teus, my friend? What are you giggling about?
Did you see the Buster? Oh, you did see it because I saw you commenting. Buster with the swimming cap on.
Oh, so cute. So cute.
Brilliant.
For those of you that don't know, Buster was the dog that we raised a bunch of money for, and managed to get his leg operation sorted out. And part of his rehabilitation is sort of water therapy or hydrotherapy, however they call it. And he's been getting, I mean, spaniels are terrible with getting water in their ears anyway, but he's been getting a lot of water in his ears. So he has to wear this like a swim cap that goes round there. And it makes his face look like that, or like that.
It's brilliant.
It's so cute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but there we go then. Michael's got a dog that's trying to eat his hand, apparently. There we go. Robert says, do the curtains match the drapes? No, I don't think anyone needs that in their lives to even contemplate that one. You sick man. Mech versus unregulated. Personally, I would go mech. However, when it's unregulated, in as much as like this, when it does have working safety requirements, doesn't say it's a mechanical device, and I'm not using it as a cloud beasting bastard of a thing, then I think it's perfectly acceptable. So I think they all have their place. Are you getting a B2K RDA by BB Vapes? I think Mark has one. Have you got one?
I've got one.
Tell me more. What is it? Do I need one? Should I be jealous?
Yes. Did I not show you?
I don't know, mate. I don't pay attention to what you're saying.
It's the one that comes with all the. Excuse me while I try and get in the box. Oh, it came with.
Oh, that yes, you did show me a whole bunch of caps going on.
With that. So, and each cap has a 510 drip tip and an 810 drip tip inside it.
Nice. Is that disc for what's that disc for?
That's I found out today. It's a reducer. It's just for reducing the airflow.
Okay. Okay. What's it retailing at?
I think $75.
Hey, that's not bad. If it's got all those caps and stuff with it, $75 is not terrible at all.
So I mean that's 4 caps, 8 drip tips, and it's actually a very good RDA as well.
8 drip tips. Is it not 1 drip tip for each cap, ergo 4 drip tips?
No, if you remember I said 510 drip tip and an 810 drip tip with each cap.
Ah, there we go then. In that case, that's brilliant. Well done. Alison says, how long do juices last once opened? Quite a while generally. I mean, you wouldn't leave the top off unnecessarily, but I don't really know. A lot of them, I think these days say, do they have it like a use within a certain time frame these days? I don't know.
Pass. Just try it. The only thing that's going to happen is the nicotine is going to go off. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So if it starts tasting extra kind of scratchy or a bit peppery or something like that, then it's off. But if it doesn't, then crack on. It will get a lot darker as well.
Yeah.
Because once you've allowed that air to get in there, that will definitely get darker. David Mottram, you can get just the jig section of the Daedalus Pro, all the extra bits without the cost of the full kit. Well, good. But I like the full kit. I just really like having this drill piece, because having this drill section is the perfect height for the jig. It's nice and controllable. Not quite as quick as a kind of, it's nowhere near as quick as a wired big bastard drill, but I can just pop this on the desk. I can set things away, and then I can go make a cup of tea if I want to. So that makes me happy. So there we go.
One for Schwartzy. Schwartzy, the album this week is The.
I know that.
Infect. What do you mean, nah?
I know it. No, I know it. I because you had that on last week on Wednesday, and I saw the cover and I thought, oh, that's the.
No, I've not played that for for about 4 weeks.
Is that not the cover?
It is, but it's not been on the turntable for a long time.
I've seen it recently. But anyway, yes, I knew it. 1987.
I don't know. I would still be at school then.
Oh. I definitely was. I didn't leave until 89.
I was in the army in 1987.
Oh, is that finishing your 20-year term?
There's just lots of questions there. Oh, people are saying that the B2K Atty goes for about $60 Canadian. There's Rob Curtis is saying that juices do have expiration dates. Yes, they do.
They do.
How long do you tend to go between rewicking your RDA, Mr. Vaping Maker?
That will be entirely dependent on the juice and how much it cakes the coils in crap.
Yes.
So yeah, there's no hard and fast rule. I did have a juice many months ago that would cake the crap out of an RDA within a day, well within a day, and it was horrific. It just wrecked the coils. It tasted lovely, but there was so much artificial sweetener in it that it just wrecked everything, and it was so horrible. But it tasted gorgeous. But no, I mean, this is why I really like a clean juice. I mean, things like the wick liquor stuff. I got some more Deja Voodoo at Expo. I love this stuff. It's a lovely clean juice, and it's still nice and sweet to taste, which is brilliant.
There's one. There's a great question. Can I ask you this question? Go on, can I ask you?
You can. Ask away.
Guybrush says, at Vaping Biker, will there be a review for the Nightcore magnetic stirrer?
Oh, God, yes. Yes. I'm going to have a vape first. Hold on.
Sorry.
So, yes, there will be. It's meant to have come out ages ago, and I've had Nightcore on my case about it, quite rightly, because I've had it ages without a review. However, I've not used it as much as I wanted to, which has been very, very annoying. And it's one of those things that if I don't use it regularly, I then go to use it and I go, fuck, I can't think how it works, because it's got a ridiculously kind of user-friendly menu, not even a menu. Like, how it works is not logical in any way, shape or form. So that's very, very annoying. Now, is it good? That will depend on your position. You know, I mean, I've got some extra big long bars and things for it, so I could put a beaker on top of it and I could do much more juice. And yes, it certainly does mix up the juice nicely. Does it mix it up any more than if you could shake the living bejesus out of a juice? I think it does a little, but is it worth the money because of that? Again, for me personally, because my stupid body doesn't allow me to do lots of things, then yes, it's absolutely worthwhile for me, because it allows me to really mix up a fair amount of juice in one go, which I'm happy with. But should you go out and buy, and it also, because it heats, it also means that you can kind of slightly warm it, so to thin out the VG a little bit to help with that kind of connection, which is better than just shaking it. So that's good if you're doing max VG stuff. But no, I find it useful when I do use it, which is few and far between. But I do need to pull my finger out and get that done to stop Nightcore shouting at me.
That has to be the best shit excuse I've ever heard.
It's not shit. It does do a good job. It's just it could be better. If it had scales as incorporated in it, that would be brilliant. And if it had a more user-friendly way of working, that would be brilliant. But as it is, it could be better.
It actually leads into a better question from once again from a very nice man. It's from somebody's asking what the difference is between shit and shite.
Wow. It's hard to say this is the shit, because if you say this is the shite, it's not quite as right. Shite is worse, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
This is this video not being monetized, by the way. Carry on.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. It's like saying this D Pro, it's shit, but the Squonker, it's shite.
There we go.
Oh, it's just. I hope that helped.
Done. Alan Mayer says, what do you think of ultrasonic steeping? We get good results at 70 degrees for a couple of hours. My ultrasonic machine only does like 4 minutes at a time, so I haven't got the patience to do a couple of hours worth of that. So but there we go.
There's a boy, Raj Wadad, has been asking. He's got an endless RDA which has too much silver plating on it. How do I file it off?
No idea. Ask the endless people.
Yeah, if you've bought that like that, then contact them, because if you go in about it and start trying, I wouldn't file it. I would sand it if I was going to do it, but contact the person you bought it from.
But silver plating is generally a pain in the dick, because you've got, if you have like a copper mech underneath, then it then has to be kind of roughed up or keyed to some degree, I think, and then there's something goes on top of that, and then the silver plating goes on top of that. So I think it's going to be more trouble than it's worth to try and take that all off, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What is the future for juice in the EU? Short fill bottles? That was what I was trying to figure out earlier on. Short fills for that other stuff. Or concentrates. What do you think on that? Because you're not really a concentrate kind of guy, are you?
I think I didn't even know. I mean, when I went to Expo and people are going, yeah, short fill. I'm like, what's short fill? I didn't even know what it was. Is that not just an excuse so that your bathtub mixers can just keep selling the same shit they were selling before?
Well, you would think, but it's not. No, it's just it's short fills are just where you add your nick to it. So
yeah, but do those liquids have to go meet any kind of
no
from the sticker on it?
No, they do not. That's why I'm a big fan of these Eurovapour ones. You see?
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm going to have to check on that one, but just going on that Eurovapour website, it has got lots of manufacturing with heavily invested in production info. Yeah, so I think they do everything. I think that they put all of their juices, even the short fills, through the TPD stuff, which I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I think that's really good. So I'm going to find out more about that because I want to shout about it if it does work. John, I say it was my review of the Kanga drip box that got me into squonking. Thank you very much indeed. What's the squonk mod out? What I think Black Mist is asking, what's the best squonk mod out there? Looking to get one. Whichever one suits your budget and your requirements, whether you want regulated, mechanical, single, dual, whatever. So yeah, that's going to be one of those answers. Right. Is there anything else going on? If there's any other questions, get them in right now, because we're going to bugger off shortly while I've still got some common sense intact. Have I been a grumpy shitbag on this one? Have I been
No, not at all. Not at all.
Really bad. Whoever said that I was grumpy earlier on, it made me feel really bad.
There's Dominic saying, have you heard that the Scottish government is trying to ban any liquid over 10 ml, even if it's nick free? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Scottish government, just a bunch of fuckwits.
I think the IBVTA have released something about this. I think they've released a document or something. So worth going and checking the IBVTA site out. But I was under the impression that it was trading standards that had fucked up rather than the government.
Yeah.
So I think that was the thing. However, there's been talk about nick-free stuff being included in England as well. So there's been talk about it for a while now. And should I have a rant about advocacy, people?
Go on. You've been a grumpy bugger this whole one. Anyway, go for it.
Right now then. As you know, I'm going to keep this short because I don't want to lose everybody. But as you know, I don't kind of follow a lot of the advocacy groups in the UK because I think a lot of them are pointless. And
start timer.
Look, are you trying to do? Yeah, okay, Google.
I'm just starting the stopwatch. That's all.
So yes, so I'm not a massive fan of advocacy groups because I don't see how they've benefited vapors in the UK over the last 4 years. That's just how I feel about it, and that's going to piss off some people, and I don't really care because it's my opinion. I'm allowed an opinion, same as everyone else's. So there we go. But Kasar had posted an article the other day saying that vapors. What was it? I can't remember how it was worded, but something along the lines of vapors should get excited about heat not burn products, or you know, should support heat not burn products. And I questioned this. I questioned this quite a lot, and lots of people took it completely the wrong way, saying that, well, if it's still harm reduction, that's what we support. And I'm like, yeah, crack on, lovely. But heat not burn is not in the vaping arena, the vaping as we know it. But this is something that we want to keep separate from heat not burn, that still has nicotine, tobacco going on. This stuff, our stuff, doesn't. And it turns out, obviously, that Kasar and I think it was the NNA that were both, I think David Dawn commented on there as well, saying that that, you know, they support anything that gives people options. And I'm quite happy with people having options. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. However, it just fucks me off a little bit when it gets put together with vaping. We're trying hard enough to sort out our own rules and our own regulation, and we're trying to move away from tobacco. And yet now the people that allegedly have been fighting for vapors' rights are now saying, yeah, heat not burn, that's fine. No, fuck is it fine? Particularly if you ask for financial support from vapors. You know, I don't, you know, if they get financial support from Philip Morris and British American Tobacco and all that sort of stuff for their heat not burn products, then, you know, that's a whole different kettle of fish. But I've had the emails before when I was signed up to, I'm sure it was the NNA, for, you know, saying that, well, we want to raise some money and this, that, and the other, and donate this, that, and the other. And no, I don't want to support. I don't want to support. We need to look after our own house first, rather than worrying about what else is going on out there. Sure, if Kasar, that just looks at harm reduction, wants to do that, then crack on. You do that, and that's brilliant. All power to you. But we desperately need something in the UK that is just based on vaping products that we know and love, because we're in so much trouble and strife with that at the moment already, that we need to find a way out of that. The only people I can see that are actively helping at the moment are the IBVTA, and so they're the only people that I would actively go out and support currently. But yeah, I mean, the heat not burn stuff, that's had even less studies than way less studies than vaping has, and the fact that it's made from you know, tobacco companies, that worries me. And the very fact that, have you seen any of these people that have tried to sell heat not burn products?
Double glazing salesman, you mean?
Pretty much, that have no idea. And from what I understand, I was speaking to someone the other day, that the heat not burn sales reps that are going into your vape shops are very heavily financially incentivized to try and sell the stuff. Now, whilst anything in kind of repping or sales or whatever is going to be commission based or whatever else, I think that they, from what I've seen so far, a lot of them have a huge lack of knowledge, a huge lack of understanding of the product, because that information isn't out there properly yet, and it just really fucking annoys me. So there we go. Can't remember what started that out, but yes, say no to heat not burn.
We're stopping now. Okay, there we go. We were just 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
Anyhow, that wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad at all in the grand scheme of things. Well done, sir. Well done.
But there we go. So let's have more advocacy in the UK for vaping, please. Let's do that. Thank you. P.S. I will be running for Prime Minister in the next UK elections. Thank you. Right, now then. Oh, but it just winds me up that, you know, you get these people that are saying that they're all for vapors' rights and all that sort of. Did anyone even have a fucking clue what snus was before there was a whole kick off about that last year? I've never heard of it.
Say goodnight. Say goodnight.
All right.
Just say thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thanks for everyone for coming.
We're going to bed now.
let's finish this on a positive rather than finishing it on a rant, shall we? Let's have a look at the chat and see if there is any other people, because I'm sure that my comments on advocacy are going to make people give me some shit later on in life after we've done the this video's gone up. But there you go. We're all allowed an opinion, and that's mine. So ram it if you don't like it. Gary Munns, Guy Vaping Biker and Todd's Reviews. Hope you're well. Have any of your fur babies ever had cold laser treatment for arthritis, or is it voodoo malarkey? More common sense is needed in government vape laws. Cold laser, I've never heard of that. Have you?
Nope, never heard of it.
Fair enough. Sparky says, Vaping Biker, have you tried the Signature Tips SQ? They very kindly offered to give me one at Expo, and I didn't take one just because I felt a little bit rude taking one and not reviewing it. Yeah, and it's been out a while, so it wasn't going to be in an already overpopulated review queue. However, Mr. Todd, you have reviewed one, haven't you?
Yeah, months ago.
Any good?
It is actually. It's a very good little make mod. It's very good.
Cool. Lovely job. What we got going on here? Lots of people agreeing with me with my opinions on advocacy. Thank you very much indeed. Where can I get the Lunar Squonker from? I know Asmodus is selling it on their website, but from what I'm led to believe, the cost of shipping is outrageous. However, as it's Asmodus, I imagine we'll see a lot of them coming through to vape shops very, very soon.
Yeah.
What mod should I get for work? Something I can abuse? That would be the Aegis. Go for that one. The Geek Vape Aegis that people were throwing off houses and driving over their cars with and all that sort of shit. So go and check that bad boy out. There's pretty much everybody other than me that reviewed it just damaged the piss out of theirs. But no, very good, solid mod. Bit dodgy on temp control, but otherwise very solid. I'm feeling nice and relaxed,
something
man.
Cheap. Get something cheap.
Yeah, exactly. iJoy Capo Squonk, please. Did you see what? You haven't got one of these yet, have you? You've got one coming?
No, I was supposed to be getting one, but it's not arrived as yet. Right.
I know that the guy wanted to give me one at Expo, but I didn't see him, so I didn't get one of those either. Right. I think that's that. So last couple of minutes, we've been going nearly for 2 hours, which is we need to calm this down to be doing like an hour, but I can't see how we can physically squish it into an hour.
No, not when you're opening mail, that's for sure.
No, absolutely. That did go like, oh God, I can't actually move from my chair at the moment. because I'm wobbly as fuck and I fall over a lot. I can't do my dainty ninja cat moves to try and get over all of these boxes. That was a little bit, I'm a little teapot.
I was going to say, how does that go?
Geronimo, because of you I squonk and make my own juice. Thank you very much, Geronimo. That's very nice. Oh, hang on. Just say something for a minute because I need to check something. All right, don't. I'll carry on just typing to myself.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm looking to see if I can. Battery Mooch, if you're still in chat, check your Facebook messages, please. Thank you very much indeed. He's just given me some information. I don't know if I can throw it out there quite yet. Well, good evening, Dean and Mr. Todd. Any chances of either of you ever crossing the pond to North America? Love both of you guys top notch. Learned so much from both of you. 3 years smoke free. First of all, congratulations for being 3 years smoke free. Butler Daddy McPuffer. That's a brilliant name. But no, I've got no plans to come to the States purely because I just don't have that kind of money. But what about you, Mr. T?
No, I'm just hang on. It's just some Peter Meach, he's been very adamant about this. He's saying, can I please call Todd Reviews a knobhead before you go? Pretty please. If you hang on just a second, I'll ask your mum. Can Peter call me a knobhead? She says yes. There you go.
You're very fruity tonight.
Thank you. He loves it. He loves it.
What did I have for tea? Mark had steak. I had burritos.
Did you try the burritos at Expo?
No, I didn't. No, because I figured that it's bad enough if you get vape breath, and you know, if I get vape breath and someone's talking to me because I'm not drunk enough and I'm a little bit stinky. But I figured if I have burritos with my dodgy guts, thanks to the meds, that would cause a whole different level of stinking. Right, so Battery Mooch is testing these, and we'll have some information this month about these cells, and he's saying that they might only be a 20 amp cell. They might only be a 20 amp cell. So probably best not to, even though they say 40 amp on the side of them, probably best not to push these too hard on that kind of level. So there we go. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Mooch. Much appreciated. Right, what else we got? Any other questions? We've had a few there. Spruiser impressions. Right, so there was something. There was some. I've still not managed to do anything with it. But one of the things that kind of is a bit weird. Do you see this movement in this switch here, in the old light switch thing? That. I've got a vision. Every time you do that, the lights in your street go off. But that's before I've worried about actually doing the squonky business, because squonking, you push down and there is restriction there and it springs back up nicely because there is a spring underneath there, I think, which is good. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to suck juice back out of it because it's a spring that pushes it up rather than the bottle kind of, you know.
Well, that's what the Melody box that used the. Yeah, it was the same principle, and it didn't suck juice back out.
Yeah. So for anyone that over squonks, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare. So I do need to put that through its paces at some point in time. But
Sinistral just said the innards look like a billet box. Fucked a ram squonker.
And just for anybody that's not seen the innards, there we go. Boom. That's the innards of that. It's so big. I don't understand why it's as big as it is, but it's big with a really small bottle. So there we go. I don't even know how you fill it up, to be honest. Oh no, you fill it like a billet box. I don't know how I feel about this. No, I will give it a test though, but I'm just too excited about the Luna. So there we go. The Luna Squonker. Go out and buy one because they're awesome. Right. I think, have we covered enough then?
Yeah, can I go? I've got to go, mate. I've got to go and see Peter Meach's mum. She's shouting at me.
Right, so we've got like I said, coming up will be a very, very big raffle that I'm going to be doing, where money will be going to the Romanian rescue that I used, as well as a UK rescue fund as well. I've just got to work out how. I think it'll probably be one of those. It's not just giving. It's what's the one when you do one that's not GoFundMe. Yeah, I might do a GoFundMe page because that's easy for everybody to put their money into, and then I can kind of split it and go outwards. So that's something that I will be working on, and that will be very, very soon, basically because I've got so much crap I want to get rid of it. No, it's I've got a lot of good stuff that needs to go. So yes, that will be happening very, very shortly. I've got a question. Any success on filling? Stop saying it, Josh. Stop saying it. It's squonk. It's squonk.
These Americans. I don't
tell
know.
you, it's one of those moments you go, going all green. Don't even know what the any success on filling squonk with a squonk filler. I use a mod maker bottle, and yes, that's all I use for the Luna. It just makes it way easier than taking the bottle in and shitballs. Yes, it just makes it very, very much easier than doing anything else. If you've not want to use one of these before, you screw it into your 510, take your RDA off, screw this into your 510, hold it that way up. You can then push down on your squonk bottle in your RDA. That'll get rid of all of the air, and then it'll suck the juice up because there's a hose that goes down to the bottom of this. It'll suck the juice up and it'll automatically fill the thing, or you can squeeze this if you've got one of them stupid silicone bottles. Even though this Luna's got a silicone bottle, I'm still okay with it. I don't like the bottle, but I'm still okay with it. That's all right. Right. Anything else? Anything going on?
No, that's it. Are you sure you did that right with those bottles? Is it not the other way around? No, sorry.
No, because it's got a hose in it. So if you turn this up, it'll do nothing. It'll do nothing. You fucker. No, I'm not going to be doing any more beatboxing, Teus. It's not happening tonight. Right, on that note, thank you so much to everybody that watches. I do appreciate it. It's fantastic. If you do want to support the channel, then by all means crack over to the paypal.me link that's in the description or on the YouTube banner, or if you want to contribute to the channel on a regular basis, please do so on the Patreon page, which is in the same places. You can go and check those out and help me doing what I love to do and what hopefully you enjoy watching. So thank you so much to everybody that said so many nice things of late. Thank you all for loving the dog. The dog says thank you. And yes, I've now got to pull my finger out and get back to actually doing some reviews after having some glorious time off, which was gorgeous. But no, other than that, right, what should we do? Who wants to see? Who do you want to see cloud up tonight? Todd or me? Just put Dean or Todd. And that'll be your final cloud for this evening. You're still going to get me saying have it large over the top of it. So, yeah, let's do that one. Someone's asked for the Buster link. The Buster, if you want to see the Buster Vaping Facebook group, then I think I linked to that in last Wednesdays or the vlog before that, or on the Buster video. So you can go and check those ones out. All right, we've got Dean, Todd. Oh, could be me tonight, old cock. Oh, I don't know. Todd's coming through. Todd's coming through. It's a tough one. Sorry to headphone users for whistling.
Peter me.
Right, I'm going to do it tonight then.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it. I'll just sit here and watch and quietly vape at 5 watts on a 2 coil.
You can do my sign off.
I can't. I just don't have the I don't have the beard for it.
Right then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. You've all been absolute superstars. Keep an eye out on the Facebook and or Instagram in the near future, because there will be the new t-shirt. They'll be coming out for a few weeks, so you can go and check that bad boy out. But I will talk about it in the next vlog. Otherwise, there'll be lots of reviews coming out from me as well as Mr. Todd. Go and check his channel out and make sure you're subscribed to Todd's reviews as well. He needs all the help he can get, because in a few weeks I'm going to be #1. Yeah. Right, and on that note, thank you very much. Do you want to say anything before we go, Toddo?
Have it large.
Have it large.